Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday, August 30th. Wednesdays are usually very busy for us. Sorry, I'm starting a little bit late. Today, our schedule 12 p.m. tentatively. I haven't confirmed with them yet. We usually do Tuttle Trades 12 p.m. on Wednesday, and I imagine we'll be talking a bit about SMSI. So that'll be interesting. So stay tuned for the confirmation of that show. You'll get the notification in the app. And then just breaking right now, 4 p.m. today, Wednesdays at 4, we do our Zoom. Well, I have a special guest for the Zoom. This is a large shareholder of Overstock who has been in and out of the company, investing big money for many, many, many years, has caught a couple big moves to like $100 and is looking for $100+ Again, he is the source of the calculations we've been doing to predict that revenue may be doubling over Overstock from July to August. So I'm really looking forward to that 4 p.m. show. And by the way, he thinks there's a possibility we get a press release as early as tomorrow, not even Friday or Tuesday, which is what I've been thinking. He's saying it's possible to get it tomorrow. We'll see. I think Tuesday is probably the best bet, but we'll hear him out. So stay tuned for that as far as the schedule goes. Man, yesterday, I did not expect this from SPY at all. I thought the highest we'd get was going to be a retest of that 444, 445 area. When this broke, I'm like, all right, that's it. I gotta listen to the technicals. I'm back over the key moving averages. And one of the big things that I kind of predicted intraday was if we break that 444, then NVIDIA and all the AI stocks will go up again. Why? Because that was the event where we got blocked, right? We gapped open at 444, NVIDIA gapped open, and then everything sold off. So it goes to follow that if you're able to now break that resistance level, then NVIDIA, the one that was responsible for the gap in the first place, right, will get back towards its highs. So that's my only analysis of this. Obviously, all the indices are back above their key moving averages. So technically, it looks bullish. I don't know why macroeconomically, but sometimes you only figure that out in retrospect, okay? We can talk about different theories of why, but at this point, you got to be somewhat bullish, at least in the near term. So anyway, that NVIDIA move did happen along with the rest of the AI stocks. NVIDIA had an all-time closing high yesterday. Some people missed that. They're like, we didn't get back to this resistance of 502. Sometimes it's easier to see this on a line chart, actually. But you got to pay attention to the closes. Closes are very important. So, actually, you could do that once in a while. It could be useful if you go to a line chart there you go. You'll see yesterday was an all-time closing high, which in a sense like broke resistance, right? We broke the closing high resistances. We broke that. So I think that means we have the all clear to now get to the intraday high there of 502.66. And I think that's probably going to be the next stop for NVIDIA, retest of 502.66. And along with that, all the AI stocks should be going up. My favorites, again, besides NVIDIA, is CLS and SMCI. SMCI not reacting as well. I think that'll still catch up. It'll break those moving averages in time. Don't know which day, but I think that's going to happen. And also CLS just way too cheap, direct beneficiary of NVIDIA business when that goes up. Best chart of all of them, above the 20 DMA, riding it really nicely. So take a look at those AI stocks. Okay, let's get on to our morning show now. All right, for our morning show here, got NVIDIA at the top because we're looking for that move to 500 plus. So here's an interesting one I want to draw your attention to. Biotricity. This has been my watch list forever. We've interviewed the CEO twice. Okay. And I don't think today's inflection point news at all. Okay. This is just a trade. Now, this thing has been going down, 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 down. It did a reverse split. TD Ameritrade doesn't adjust for the reverse split correctly. So this stock is, probably somewhere around like 25 cents or something like that. Or this should be up there, whatever. You know what I mean? This is not a good chart, right? But this has been sliding down since the reverse split. And this morning we got a catalyst, which I think could be good for a trade. Let me see if I can get a better chart on my desktop so I can, you know what? We get it on Webull over here. So let's go to Biotricity. Anyway, I got to start using a new app soon. All right. So here we go it's not showing me. Okay, it's 207. These charts are terrible compared to TD. Okay, but anyway, I digress. So 207, where's that 20-day moving average here? That'll be your target, the first target there. 20-day moving average appears to, wow, is that true? Is it up to 310? So this could have a big move. At least you see some prior support was about 225. So 225 to 314. You never know with this one. It's really beaten down. And if you look at the valuation, the news was they're on a $14 million run rate now, $14 million run rate with a market cap of 16 million. So trading at like one-time revenue. So it could be considered cheap. This could make a move. Again, technical chart here, not very good on TD, but that's something I grabbed a little bit at 208. Okay. Now, GoodRx, also a little bit of news. GoodRx, I kind of like this one because it hasn't really bounced back hard. Look how since earnings, look at this, went down like straight. Also, there's some news. I think that Amazon is going to be competing with them or something. So it's just been straight down, 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 down. Hasn't had a huge bounce off the bottom. Everything else has at the last couple of days. So maybe GoodRx can make a move towards the 50 DMA. And what would spark that? This catalyst this morning. It's not a huge catalyst. It's a very small catalyst. So this is just a small idea. All right. Not a big idea, not a high conviction idea. GoodRx launches real-time benefit check. All right. Just kind of an excuse to draw attention to the chart and say, hey, you know what? This hasn't had a big bounce yet. Maybe it deserves to tap the 50 DMA over at 670. All right. So I grabbed a small amount at 632 on that. Oh, look at Biotricity already 215 bid. You know what? I only got a few shares because I had a bid at 208 and I think only a few hundred shares filled. So, okay, whatever. Okay, it is what it is. All right. And then SMSI. All right, SMSI, we're hopefully going to be talking to Chris Tuttle at 12 p.m. I've upgraded my target. Yesterday morning, I gave you guys a target of 170. Okay, we've played this like a fiddle, by the way. I think we're like the SMSI kings. All right, we bailed at $2 and didn't really talk about the stock again until this earnings. Got in right after the earnings here at like $1.20 or so. Gave you a target of 175. We got completely out at 175. Gave you a target of the 20 DMA on the short side. We didn't short it, but we picked some up again around here. And now we have AT&T launched. So yesterday I gave you a target of retesting the 200 DMA at 170. But however, I've upgraded that target because this RSI is so low. So see where we are now. Last time it hit 175, the RSI was 84. This time it's at 64. Plus, we don't have a press release yet that this AT&T is launched, right? So one could say, oh, this is just front running the press release. Is it going to be seldom used? Yeah, but this RSI is so low. So let me look for higher targets. So what do? A couple things we did here. You can switch to the weekly chart. All right, let's switch to the weekly candles. In fact, let's just do it here on the 3-month chart. If you switch to the weekly, you say, okay, that 200 DMA is out of the way, well, then maybe instead of 170, 180 is your next target. Okay. RSI is still probably going to be pretty low at 180. So let's see what else we have beyond 180. So let's go back here. After 180, you're into this gap here. All right. So I'm going to tell you, I've upgraded the target from 170 to, it says 180. I don't know. Yesterday I saw 178, but around 180. So from 170, now it's 180 to the top of this gap here, which is 208. That's the target I have as far as trading shares. For those who like to criticize me that I'm a trader, I also have a long-term investment account, my retirement account. I got SMSI, and I'm not touching it, okay? It does have the potential to be a multi-bagger. I get that, okay? Great. But right now, okay, we're also trading around the core, or folks that only have trading accounts, this is what they're doing. So 180 to 208 is the target on SMSI, and we'll talk about the fundamentals and the potential multi-bag potential with SMSI at 12 p.m. I don't think it's a guarantee, by the way. And that's part of the reason I think it's smart to kind of trade around the core and sell at these levels, because there are bear theses out there. There are folks who are going to say it's not worth more than 180. It's not worth more than 208 because they have to prove themselves first. It's not a foregone guarantee. It's not a foregone conclusion that the revenue will come in, and what's the churn going to be, and are enough people going to join, and is it going to offset the Verizon revenue enough? And there's also a sentiment issue with what if AT&T drops out, Verizon did. It's all sorts of things that can justify the stock getting blocked at 180 and 208 at those technical levels. So we'll dig more into that at 12 p.m. Overstock had a good day yesterday, but I do not think this was the event anticipation one. Earlier this week, I gave you that thesis. I gave it to the Wolf Spaces Monday night. And maybe there was some of that because right at the open, it did outperform ARK. But as the day went on, really the direction, the general trend and direction of this chart really matches ARK. And it's really matched ARK from 39 down to. This is really kind of a perfect representation of ARK, aside from a couple of days last week where it did underperform. ARK found the bottom at 39.50. Overstock kept going down for another day or so. That was the only difference in this chart. Because of that, actually, Overstock is not yet at this. Am I back on? Let me go back to the daily. Yeah, I am. Overstock is not yet back at this resistance level at around the 50 DMA, whereas ARK, I think, is. Hold on. Let's see. ARK. Oh, no, it's the 20 DMA. Hold on. We're at the 20 DMA. Where's the 20 DMA up there? Okay, well, it's not at the 20 DMA. Okay, fine. Fair enough. So it's not at the 20 DMA. So ARK already bounced back to the 20 DMA, and Overstock didn't. And that's because a couple of days of underperformance at the bottom here, which Overstock had and ARK didn't. So to kind of catch up with ARK, this has to make it to the 20 DMA right now. But we'll see. All right, this is not outperforming yet. It's just algos right now, and people just trading along with general risk assets, things like that. All right, just getting confirmation here. Okay, looks like we will have Chris Tuttle at 12 p.m. Talking SMSI and probably a couple of his other stocks as well. So just got confirmation that we'll put that up in the app shortly. Tesla intraday, we gave you a target yesterday, and I don't know if it was in the chat room or the 1 p.m. show, but we said, hey, this is going to 50 DMA. Right, and it did, and I got blocked there, and I don't know what's going to happen from here. Okay, that was an easy layup once it broke the 20 DMA, especially this candle. Once it broke 244.38 yesterday morning, it was pretty clear, especially with the breakout in SPY, that it was going to 257 or wherever it did right there. It touched it. That closed right at the 200 DMA. Crazy how that works, right? All right, you don't need fancy charts. These moving averages and candle analysis is enough, I believe, for technical analysis. All right. That's all I got highlighted for you. I will say Yacha also had a closing high over here, like a 6-month high. Charts continuing to look great. I think this price action is validation. People in the know believe this IPO is coming, so it just makes me more and more confident to just hold on to that position. I'm not tempted to sell any. I'll wait for the news, and then we'll sell. And if it doesn't come, well, sometimes you're wrong, and that's why you diversify. All right. So I think that's all I got here. Let me just check the news feed, and then we'll try to. Oh, SMSI. There it is. Look at that. 9:15. It just came out, guys. SMSI just came out. There's a press release. Okay. Press release just came out right now. It's at 165. Oh, nice. Man, I think I can't. I got to hang up to buy more. All right. I'm going to see you guys later. That's the press release. So SMSI, Probably Biotricity, GoodRx. You see it, Overstock. We'll see what happens. And Nvidia. Those are the top 5. I'm not sure which order, but press release out, and maybe we can see this thing making a move to 180 to a little bit over 2. We'll see you at 12 p.m. Take care.